Hey everybody and welcome back to yet another episode of Let's Build a Vladistan. That's right, we're back once again in Cities Skylines building this great nation of Vladistan ruled by the one and only, the supreme leader, Vadact. That's right, that's me, just in case you guys didn't know. But anyway, today we have a lot to do. You know, we have so many problems in this great city. I mean, when I say problems, they're just happy little accidents, okay? That just need a little bit of fixing here and there. First thing that we have to do before we begin, we have to name all of these districts, because I think it's long overdue. I mean, we're 5 episodes in, and I still haven't done that. Another thing that we have to take care of is this traffic problem. Our industry has so many autonomous tractors coming in here trying to deliver all the latest and greatest goods of the Vladistan nation, but they just simply can't. So what we might have to do is connect this road somehow onto the main highway. Hopefully that's gonna get rid of some of the traffic going in and out of Vladistan. And I'm actually thinking of potentially connecting this to that road as well. So potentially if any of these goods need to be delivered to the main city of Vladistan, that can be done. Another thing that we have to do is fix our public transport, because holy shit, these guys are constantly demanding more workers to come in and work in the great industry area, but unfortunately we just don't have the supply of workers. I mean, we do have the Western spies that came in here trying to steal all of our jobs, which is all fine and dandy, but unfortunately they're not stealing enough jobs. We still have demand, which is just uncalled for. Okay, it's just unbelievable. So we might even have to expand the Western district, and hopefully that's gonna bring more people in to take some of these jobs, because the only way we're making money right now is through the industry district. I don't think our commercial is making that much money, but that's essentially what we have to do in today's episode. So how about we just begin? Everything appears to be zoned correctly, so let me just, like, you know, go in with a fine brush just to make sure everything is looking fantastic. All of this is gonna be zoned very nicely. Look at that. So we have our supreme industry, we have these 2 districts, and we have the Western Spies district. So you know what? Let's just call this the Western district. District, which is technically going to be in the east. Oh god, that is kind of confusing. But let's just pretend we're gonna look at it from this side. This is kind of like north is in that direction. I hope there isn't like a compass on the screen somewhere, because that's gonna be very embarrassing. Okay, so we've got the Western district. How about we rename this to the Supreme Industry of Vladistan. There you go. We've got the Supreme Industry of Vladistan district. So this is essentially where all of our great products are going to be produced and distributed all across the world, and also into the great nation of Vladistan. First and foremost, we get, if you can believe that, a 90% discount compared to all the Western spies, all the Western nations. That's right, we're just going to scam them. Straight off the bat, we're just going to, like, deliver our goods, and a simple, even a pen, is going to cost at least 10,000 Vlad coins, sorry, in the Western nations. But for the great people of Vladistan, that's right, only half a Vlad coin, which is just absolutely fantastic. So this district is going to be the Southern Snobs or the Northern Snobs. Oh god, I'm getting kind of confused. I think we're gonna call this the Northern Snobs district, or just the Snobs district. That's right, let's just not get directions involved in this. Snobsville. Look at that. Oh, that is fantastic. So this is essentially where all the snobs of this great nation are going to live. All the rich people are going to be located in that area, but once again, we have to also not discriminate against the plebs. So this is going to be the pleb district, and this is essentially where all the people that don't leave likes on videos are going to live, if you can believe that. If you leave a like on this video, you're gonna live in the snobs district, because that's right, you're a fucking snob. But this district is gonna be called the plebs district, just like that. And look at that, we've got Plebtown, we've got Snobsville, we've got the Western district, and we have the Supreme Industry of Vladistan. Fantastic! So we have managed to fix one of our problems already, and I think the next problem that we have to tackle is definitely the goddamn public transport, which in this great nation of Vladistan is actually going to be free, if you can believe that. And I think we're gonna place it just like right next to the railroad, just like that. Oh my god, I think that's gonna be so fun. And like, our buses are gonna come with like amazing Wi-Fi connections, it's actually going to have Google Fiber on our buses, if you can believe that. I know, it's crazy. It's a crazy undertaking, but what can I say? Can we also place one of these over here? Why can I not, like, construction costs 40,000? That is actually kind of a lot of money, but it's biofuel. Oh, so what does that actually mean? Does that mean everything is going to be like super green? You know what? We don't want that just yet. We're experimenting with buses for the time being. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just place a few stops around this district so we cover everybody essentially. Look at that. And these chaps are gonna be able to make their way over to the industry area eventually. But for the time being, it's just gonna be like that. We're just gonna have a few bus lines that are gonna be running around all of these neighborhoods, and everybody is going to be super happy because they're gonna get on the bus and they're gonna download all the latest and greatest VR 4K propaganda pieces because of that Google Fiber connections. Actually, we're gonna change that name. It's gonna be the Vlad Fiber connection, which is actually gonna be 2 gigabits per second, if you can believe that. That's right, already one-upping the Western nations, which is just fantastic. So let me add a couple more bus stops all around here, just like that. Oh yes, these guys are gonna be so happy with this. I mean, it doesn't look the nicest, and all these guys can be transported around the city now. But before we do anything else, we obviously have to take these guys to the great industry area. So we're gonna place another bus stop right about here somewhere. Actually, where the hell is it going to go? No, can we just like force you to come this way? Just like that? Oh yes, just like that. Oh yes, so you can come and work here. Everybody is going to be so happy that they can finally come here and work. And can I just like connect it like that? Oh god, can we just like have it back here now? Is that gonna work? Is that gonna transport all of these people to the industry so the industry is not gonna complain about the lack of workforce? Even after we're gonna expand this Western Spice District in today's episode? Holy shit. That is going to be rather interesting. But how about we actually place another little bus stop right here? We're even gonna give the Western Spies a bus stop, if you can believe that. But there's one catch to it. They're not gonna have Vlad Fiber. No. They're gonna have the cheap Western propaganda of Google Fiber. That's right. They're not gonna be happy about that. But will they know? Of course not, because we're not actually going to tell them. They'll have to figure that out for themselves. I mean, none of them are scientists, let's be honest. Western nations do not have any qualified scientists because all they do is spread propaganda pieces. For example, men and women are equal. Bullshit. We spit on that in Vladistan, okay? This is a Western propaganda piece, and it's gonna make your children cry whenever they hear the truth, which actually, men are robots, and women are actually Cylons, if you can believe that. If you guys have ever watched the great show of Battlestar Galactica, that is right. So men and women are actually not equal because they are different races. I know Cylons are technically robots, but let's be honest, Cylons are less advanced versions of sex bots, which is essentially what men are. Men are sex bots. You heard it here first, boys. I've said it, and I'll say it again. I can repeat it if you guys want. I'll say it, that men are actually sex bots. Look at that. We're gonna expand this district out here. We have some power lines running through it, which is probably not going to be the best, but we're gonna ignore that for the time being. Also, let's expand this a little bit, because I think we have to. Because we're lacking. We have demand for residential, we have demand for industry, we have demand for commercial, so we have to fulfill that demand by basically building more roads and more districts and expanding our city in general. So that's essentially what we're going to tackle in today's episode, because we managed to fix our public transport issues at this point, or maybe it's just going to be the start of our issues. Who knows? We just have to wait and see how this is all going to play out. Look at that. And I also think that we're gonna have like nice little parks and forests inside Vladistan, which should look absolutely spectacular. Look at that. I mean, that already looks goddamn gorgeous. We've got pipage coverage all around here, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And I also have a few unique buildings which we might be able to place potentially, if not in this episode, in the next few episodes, which is just going to be fantastic, because then our nation is going to truly become a unique state. Oh my god, look at that. So let me just place a bunch of these like residential districts right here, so our residential is going to expand. Also, we might have to expand our industry a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. These guys do actually have a way out, because they can come out here. So we don't have a problem transporting shit back into Vladistan. What is this? What is this madness? Also, I forgot. We gotta fill this up as well. And you know what? I think we're actually gonna place some cheeky commercial over here as well. So these snobs of Snobville are gonna be able to buy the latest and greatest Gucci and Supreme, like we said, because let's be honest, all the snobs, that's all they live for, okay, is just Gucci and Supreme. But guess what? Since we live in the great nation of Vladistan and we set up a collaboration with Gucci and Supreme, we get a discount on it. That's right. So I mean, Vladistan is the place to live if you are addicted to spending money on overpriced shit. That's right. But also, little do they know, the Western spies are actually gonna get screwed over even more because they don't get the discount, which is just fantastic. But anyway, now I think we have to focus on somehow integrating this road with this highway. Which is going to be quite the challenge, I have a feeling. This is going to be the challenge for the greatest engineers of all time. And luckily, Vladistan has plenty of those. So first things first, I'm going to quickly pause the game because we might have to get rid of that for the time being. And build this road that's going to come under here, just like that. Fantastic. Now we have to fix this. Holy shit. I've made a big boo-boo. Just like that. Oh my god, yes! Okay, that actually doesn't look so bad. So now we have to somehow curve this around, have it go over the highway, or potentially have it go under. Oh, what are we going to do? The only problem is these train tracks do get a little bit in the way, which is going to be quite the issue. But hopefully, it's not gonna cause too big of an issue where we won't be able to actually design this road properly. So how the hell are we gonna do this? What I was thinking is potentially just have it like kind of curve over here and come to the other side, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So how about I expand it a little bit more. Actually, this is not what we wanted. We don't want trees on this. And now if we potentially like turn it around, but the problem is we have to like raise it at the same time, which is going to be oh my god, hold on a second. That actually kind of worked. But that looks disgusting. We can't have something like that. This is an abomination. If a Western spy is gonna see that, you can already see the headlines of all of their articles. Vladistan engineers are actually not qualified to build the latest and greatest structures. But we are. We truly are. Okay? So we can't have something like that because that's just basically gonna bring the name of our nation down. Oh my god. This is going to be like so much more difficult than I originally anticipated. Oh no. I mean, one thing that I can think of is potentially just tunnel underneath and then have it come out to the surface just like that. And then we can from here somehow manage to design like on and off ramps, which I think is entirely possible. But the only problem is, I just think that looks a little bit weird. And we don't want to have weird in this great nation of Vladistan. We want to have perfection. Oh my god. I don't know if I like this road actually. I don't know if we even like need a road like this. Or maybe what if we curve it like out here. Or we have to like redesign this entire area. Oh. But that would be so challenging. Can we even have something like that? Or should we like have these guys go through Vladistan, make their way over here and exit this way? Probably not the best idea because that's gonna cause like crazy traffic issues. So what I have to do is I think take a quick commercial break to think about how I'm gonna expand this and how this is actually going to work. Because otherwise, we might be a little bit screwed. The great scientists of Vladistan managed to come up with something like this! A big goddamn town, if you can believe that. Holy shit, we've got blimps, level 5 unique buildings, and a metro system. Oh my god. This is going to be... high density. That's what I'm talking about. So as you guys can see, over here is essentially, hopefully, the solution to all of our problems. So people coming into this industry area will now have to take this long road, which should, in theory, unload a load of the traffic. And if you want to exit this area and go this way, you can just come out, spin yourself around, and off you go. Off you go on your amazing journey. Technically, we don't need this, but we're gonna keep it anyway. Why the hell not? Also, wait, did that fix my traffic issues? Why are you guys still coming in this way? Can I ask you guys very politely to potentially have like an off-road and then connect over here? Pog Champion! I think I might be able to actually do that to fix all of our traffic issues over here. Actually, the traffic doesn't look so bad anymore now that they're coming in from all of these different sides. Oh shit! Hold on! We've got electricity problems. Our electricity availability is not the best. What the hell is that? Is that a lot? Does that produce a lot? Oh my god. You know what? It might actually be a good idea to invest in something like that. Or potentially a very old looking building. So you know what? Let's invest in this building. Whatever this thing is, I think it's gonna suit this city quite nicely. So I'm gonna plonk it down right here. And hopefully you're gonna produce a lot of electricity for me. Is that going to be the case? Look at that. Not enough fuel? What the hell do you mean not enough fuel? Operating at a reduced rate. That is still pretty goddamn good. Oil sorted for 26 weeks? Are you kidding me? We gotta get oil now as well. Oh no. I didn't know. I didn't know. We might have to start digging for oil or start importing that shit. Oh Jesus. Okay. Let's actually have a look for natural resources. How can I actually look at this? I'm not exactly sure. Is it over here? Taxation, sitting planning, electric cars, no. Services, no. This is definitely not going to be here. I think it's somewhere in the information tab. Where is that, you might be asking? I don't know. Don't ask me those questions. I feel very threatened and pushed against the corner if I'm being asked questions like that. Ooh, it's right here. Okay, so oil, natural resources, outside connections, natural resources. Look at that. Technically, we could start digging for oil. Oh my god. Okay, hold on for just a moment. So if we potentially make like a little oil plant over here, we're gonna make so much money. And we should probably place like some farms over here as well, because we've got forests, we've got everything. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. We might have to start the great oil industry in Vladistan in the next episode, but I'm not gonna focus on that in today's episode, because in today's episode what we have to do is place some of these beautiful buildings. As you guys can see right here, some historical buildings and a presidential palace. That's right, boys. It's gonna be plonked right about here. Presidential palace, just like that, which is going to be in this forest, which, surprisingly, it does look kind of nice. If maybe we just like remove all of these like commercial buildings around it, it might look a little bit nicer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna de-zone this entire thing. So this thing is gonna essentially be surrounded by a nice park. And another thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this area so it kind of like matches, you know, it's level with the presidential palace, because at the moment, let's be honest, it looks a little bit weird. So we gotta get that sorted right about now, immediately. I'm just gonna remove this road for the time being, because I don't think we necessarily need it. So let me raise this even higher so it's fairly level. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know? We don't like perfection in the great nation of Vladistan, because perfection is actually Western propaganda. Nobody's perfect, okay? Everybody has those days, everybody makes mistakes. That's the words we live by. Sung to you by the great singer Hannah Montana. That is right. Also, can I like increase the intensity? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is working like a charm. Look at that. At the presidential palace now looks absolutely fantastic. We don't have any landscaping problems anymore. Look at this. I'm just gonna like level all of this so it looks all fantastic. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so hyped for this great nation. Look at that. We've got so much soil available to us, which is just a dream come true. Okay, so how about we place some more of these like unique buildings? So what we're gonna do here is place one of these like old towers. That's right, because this is going to be a very historical looking city. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna place one of these great towers over here, potentially. Why are you guys complaining? Why are you guys moving out? So how about we have like this gate right here? I think everybody is gonna be like super happy about that, and we might have like even like a little path that's gonna come down this way. Can I even do that? Where's my landscaping? Look at that. Let's have a path. Holy shit! Everybody is upgrading so rapidly right now. I'm not sure what just happened. I genuinely don't know what happened, but everybody is super happy. Look at that. We've got mass upgrades left, right, and center caused by a goddamn old building. They're so inspired by it, they just want to upgrade to the latest and greatest building architecture. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All because of an old tower. I don't have enough money. What the hell do you mean I don't have enough money? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know I'm the Supreme Leader, Vadact? And I don't take no for an answer? Jesus. That is disgusting. But right, guys, I think we can actually leave off here, because we've done kind of a lot of progress in today's episode. I mean, we kind of sorted out our traffic problems. As you guys can see, traffic is no longer a problem in the great nation of Vladistan, which is just absolutely fantastic. We might be struggling with oil a little bit, but I think we might be able to get that sorted in the next episode, as well as increasing the density of some of these buildings. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching yet another episode of Let's Build Vladistan. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments in the comments down below, because I am doing comment highlights at the beginning of these videos, picking some of the favorite and top upvoted comments that I have seen in the comment section. But as always, thanks so much for watching. Hope you can have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and goodbye. Bye-bye.